Welcome to the makeup breakdown, where I break down makeup looks and teach you how to recreate them because it's easier than you think. Hi, I'm Ariana. I'm a certified makeup artist and a beauty creator since like 2017. Those are my credentials. Let's get into it. This is the inspiration look of the day. This is a really bold cut crease, staying in the neutrals family. And it looks pretty technical, but you are going to know exactly how to do this by the end of this video. Let's get closer. Palette that we're using today is the ColourPop Bare Necessities palette, a really good neutrals palette. Or in this way, multi-use concealer to prep my eyelids. I can definitely use eyeshadow primer, but I have a ridiculous amount of concealer and I'm trying to use all of the makeup that I have. So the first thing that we're going to do is outline the cut crease, and I'm using an angled brush and some dark brown eyeshadow. Using my crease line as a guide, and I'm basically just going to outline it, but a little bit higher than my natural crease. And this specific cut crease actually starts from the inner corner, so we're going to make sure we do that too. And it's totally fine if this line is a little messy, because it's just makeup and we can fix it later. We're going to stop the wing right about there. It's not exactly sharp, but when we do blend it out and clean it up, it's going to get longer, so we're going to stop right there. I'm taking a shader brush with a lighter cool tone brown, and we're just going to go ahead and blend out this line. Most of the pigment is on the tip of the brush, and we're not really trying to move the pigment around from this line too much, but I'm basically focusing on the upper edge of the line to make it nice and blended. And don't be afraid to really get in there. And because this is like a really intricate kind of cut crease, I'm gonna make sure that the darkness doesn't go too far up toward the brow bone. So we're gonna be mindful of where we blend. I'm gonna take a kind of like light bone shade, but it's still a little bit brown, and I'm just going to put that on the upper edge of where we just blended out. This is going to create like a further smokiness and lighten it up as we get towards the brow bone. And then to really separate the crease from the brow, I'm going to take a really white light shade and I'm just going to put that right where the brow highlight is, so we can separate this darkness from the eyebrow. So the cut crease is actually a really dark black. I'm going to go in with the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette, and I'm going to take this cream black shade. Also use any gel liner that is easily blendable and really creamy and doesn't dry down too fast. Picked up that black gel on one half of the brush because we want to be really precise with this, but also don't be scared. And we're basically going to do the exact same thing. So when I do have most of the pigment on the brush, I like to start in the middle instead of where we need to be kind of mindful. Just kind of draw that line out. Also using the lightest amount of pressure because this is such a dark color. Also, it doesn't have to be completely neat because we are going to blend it out and clean it up at the end. Just cleaned off the brush with my brush cleaner Brillo pad thing, and then I'm just going to kind of blend out the edges with the same brush just to keep this really controlled and not blow it out too far. Using that same really tiny shader brush, I'm going to go ahead and kind of pack on the black eyeshadow right on top of that gel just to set it and mattify it. I want to make sure that we're getting rid of all of the shine. Now that we're happy with the way that it's set, I'm just going to work on the upper edge of this line and blend it out a little bit. So I'm using the brush vertically with the lightest amount of pressure to blend toward the wing, and as I said, it did get kind of longer than initially. Back in with that cool tone brown and just kind of diffuse the edge of the edge we just blended. I feel like we have a really nice and dark and potentially sharp line. And this is the part where you sharpen things up. Going back in with the Born This Way concealer. A little bit from my hand onto this brush. A really tiny concealer brush, which is perfect for looks like these. And with colors like these that kind of bleed into the concealer, I like to kind of just stamp it first and create that initial shape that we're trying to kind of carve out. Practice this and get used to your eye shape, the easier this is. So now we have a pretty good base going on. We're just going to go ahead and clean up this line. I'm actually going to go in with a much lighter concealer. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Alabaster. Before we put that on, I'm just going to take a concealer brush and kind of pat this first layer down so it's nice and even on the lid, so there's no patchiness when we go in and add the eyeshadow. This is the shade difference between the concealers that I'm using. So same thing, we're gonna go ahead and stamp. Sure that that black is not bleeding through. And then just fill in the negative space with the concealer. Now that we have the base, I'm gonna go ahead and do one swipe to clean up this line. And then I'm just gonna pat it down to make sure that it's nice and even. A pretty contrasting base right now. We do still have some black peeking through, but that's okay. Picked up the lightest, whitest shade in the palette, and we're just gonna go ahead and pack this on and basically just set this concealer. I am picking up and packing and then picking up and packing. I wanna make sure that this is nice and even across the entire lid. So using like this really small brush so that I can get all the way up to this line without making it blurry. We're going in with a big fluffy blending brush and under one layer while also kind of smoothing out this powder. Now we have a fully contrasted black cut crease in the Essence Lash Princess liquid liner. First time using this, but I was fully influenced to buy her because she's super matte and super black. So let's see. And when you do a cut crease like this with like a full wing, you want to make sure that the wing that you create is kind of matching the curve that you made. So for this inspo look, the liner is touching that point. So we're going to bring this all the way up. And then create your wing as you normally do. I'm going to create the inner corner wing, the Born This Way concealer, and just go ahead and clean up this outer corner. Also, if you feel like the wing is a little too crazy, a little too long, you can use that step to shorten the wing, and also, again, just make sure that your eyeliner is symmetrical. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take this L'Oreal eyeshadow stick. This is like the blackest lower waterline liner that I have. I'm going to run that on my waterline and also tightline. In the same eyeshadow stick, I'm just going to kind of dab it on my lower lash line as well. So in a small shader brush, I'm just going to kind of buff it out. And then also going in with like a cool toned dark brown just to further diffuse it. First impressions on this eyeliner, it's definitely matte. I feel like it looks good next to this lower lash line liner because this is literally a really black eyeliner. Also, now that we have the lower waterliner liner on, I'm gonna clean up this inner corner and just connect it to my lower lash line a little bit better so that it looks like it's flowing a little bit more nicely. So hard not to make this inner corner wing not look like a bird beak, but I think we're okay with this. For lower lash line mascara, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Extensionist mascara. This is perfect for my lower lash line because it gives me a lot of length. I hate a really heavy lower lash line, so if it does give me a lot of volume there, it looks weird. For lashes, I'm going in with the Flutter Habit Sweetheart lashes. These are press-on, pre-glued lashes. I am obsessed with these. You literally just pick them up and squeeze them on. Honestly, so much better than mascara, I have to say. And this is the final look. I did a quick little lip combo. This is to help your imagination. It's actually a really stunning eyeshadow look for any eye color. The thing that I will say is that this came out a little bit more cool toned and like bluish than the inspiration picture. And I think that's because of a lot of the black bleeding, but also because of the white eyeshadow shade that I put on the lid. So if you do want it to be a little bit more neutral, a little bit more skin toned, then definitely go for a warmer, whiter shade, like a warmer white shade, or like something a little bit more beige. This is like pretty just like white and cool toned. So this is the final look. I really like how it came out. Here is a little bit of a close-up. And I also feel like these lashes go really well with this look. Cut creases like these, your lashes really shine and it really shows the length. So let me know what you think. That concludes today's makeup breakdown. I hope you can add doing a cut crease into your makeup skills bag. All of the products will be linked in the video if you are interested. If you have any other suggestions for makeup recreations, please let me know. Don't forget to leave a like before you leave. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!